I'm Cassidy Fink.
And I'm John Fritzen, and our game is Veil.
Veil is an arcade Kinect game where you search for hidden objects while avoiding enemies. The game generates a point cloud representation of your room and then projects the player as a shadow on the room. Your goal is to find the hidden sigils by passing your shadow over them while avoiding the enemy eyes. These eyes have a variety of negative effects, ranging from preventing you from finding sigils to killing you to re-hiding all the sigils you found. Once you've found all 4 of the sigils in the level, the game advances to the next level, giving you hints on what the next type of enemy you have to fight will be. Each level change increases the difficulty or presents new challenges for the player to face down. The level progression eventually culminates in a series of levels where you have to remain touching blue and purple triangles to be able to find sigils and avoid death, while still avoiding the enemy eyes floating around. One of the cool features of Veil is that the layout of your room becomes the level. This means that by moving the Kinect around, you can change what the levels look like and how enemies spawn, creating a new player experience. Additionally, objects can become a part of your shadow, giving the player new options simply by picking up a stray object lying around the house. On top of this, the game allows for co-op, enabling multiple players to come on screen and share the same shadow, allowing them to work together either by searching in places their partner can't reach, or by touching the Ankh or Scarab sigils, which freeze enemies with corresponding color, giving their partner an easier time while searching. Since the shadow is shared, there is a greater chance of you or your partner touching too many of the red enemies, thus killing both of you. This means that you have to pay attention to both enemies near you and your ally, or else both of you pay the price. The hardest part in making the game was figuring out what the game actually would be. While we had a vague idea of using the Kinect to create a point cloud and putting the player's shadow across that while having them find hidden objects, the limited play space of the Kinect meant that that wasn't a very interesting idea. Once we hit upon the concept of having enemies floating around, however, the game started to really take off. That being said, given the unique nature of the game, it still took a lot of time and iteration to come up with a suitable set of enemies to play against. Overall, we're pleased with how the game turned out, but if we were given a chance to continue working on it, we would focus on adding in more enemies, greater replayability, like different game modes, and randomized enemy types per level, as well as finding a way to use voice commands for something more than just menu navigation.